Making a single signature book is easy and it's really fun. First you want to cut your paper the size that you want. This is going to be the cover. And then I have some thinner paper that is cut the same size. To fold your cover in half, curve it around, and then line it up with so that both edges are even. Hold it there, kind of push this down, then you can use a bone folder and crease it. Okay, so this is going to be a purple cover with pink pages. Then you take your awl and you're going to pierce either just a single hole, or you can pierce 3 holes through all 3 of these. Taking a needle, you want to thread some thread through the eye of the needle, and you can use a tapestry needle, which is not as sharp on the end. And you can either wax this thread, or you don't have to. You can even use decorative thread like ribbon or something like that. To sew with a single hole through the spine, go from the inside, leave a nice long tail, and then go all the way around and back in the center. And then pull it tight. Okay. And then we're going to tie a square knot. And a square knot is simply 2 overhand knots that are tied in the opposite direction. So on this side I have the shorter string on the left going over the right string. And I go over and then I go back under and through. Okay. Now the shorter string is on the right side. I'm going to still put it over and then go under and through. Okay, that creates a square knot. You can either leave the tails long. You could thread beads on this. You could add some additional thread and braid it. I'm going to go ahead and just trim it off. So that's one small pamphlet. If you're doing a larger one, you don't want to just have a single hole. You can also come in from the outside, and this is nice if you're using, something like ribbon or something decorative that you actually want the tails to hang out on the outside. And you can do this with a single hole. I'm using the three hole example. I'm going to go through that one. It's a good idea to clear your workspace, which I'm not being a very good example of that, but just so you know. Okay, and then for this small pamphlet with just 3 holes, we're going to skip this center one and then go in through this 3rd hole. And if you're having trouble going through all of the pages at once, don't worry about it, just go through one at a time. Okay, so we went through there, and now I'm going to go back out through the center, and I'm going to go on the opposite side of this, the thread that goes all the way. Okay, so I've got my 2 threads. Go go ahead and cut that off. And I'm going to tie a square knot. So left side goes over the top and then back under and through. And now on the right side goes back over the top, under and through. Okay, and once again you can leave these longer. You can thread beads on them or braid them, add additional colors, make knots in them. And just an overhand knot can be quite decorative. You could thread beads in between the knots that you tie. Or you could just leave it like that. Okay, so these are just some small little pamphlets, they're called, when it's a single signature. And you can make them any size, although you will want to have additional holes along the spine if you have a pamphlet that's fairly large. You can also just tie it off on one end rather than in the middle, but it's kind of pretty in the middle.